You guys totally caught me off guard. Good morning, welcome, the Journey to Mela Lifestyle, morning moments, madness, and meditations. Let me take a quick sip. You guys like this? I'm having my coffee this morning, and we sell this at Mela Lifestyle. These are like little ceramic tumblers. But it's a pretty large size, so I guess you could probably use it like as a bowl as well, or to have your yogurt in or something. But they're tumblers, and they're actually made by this stellar woman, this beautiful female founder that I found, Kara Cosmetics. So we carry these tumblers in 2 different colors, as well as these little smudge bundles that you can use to burn incense or sage or things like that. I'll show you a link or put it on my Instagram feed. But anyway, welcome to the Journey to Mela Lifestyle, morning moments, madness, and meditations. If you're just joining us, my name is Camila Tibbetts. I am a serial entrepreneur, and this initially started as me sharing the day-to-day of my launch to my website, Mela Lifestyle, and it's spelled M-E-L-A Lifestyle, Mela, strong E. I originally started every morning, just sharing with you guys what it was like, all the madness leading up to the launch, and we launched this week. Thank you. And I really wanted to just have a moment where I shared what it looks like for a founder, like the day-to-day of a founder, and up until that launch. And I got so much feedback from all of you in terms of how the meditations have really helped you start your day. And I actually look forward to starting it as well, because it creates accountability for myself. I kind of like when I'm brushing my teeth or curling my hair, I'm thinking like, oh, what am I gonna talk to them about? So yes, to answer your questions and all your DMs, yes, we're gonna continue going with the meditations. And I think even though we've already launched, we'll just continue going with like what's the day-to-day of it. Like, we're still in the midst of it, right? So yes, the website is live and we sell products, wink wink, but there's still so much that we get to do. So the website launched, and I want to tell you guys a funny story. So I was like, should I share this with them? I don't know, but I feel like this is my life. I have to be transparent. So I have all these amazing products on Mela Lifestyle, right? Like, very curated. We have everything from like cookbook holders to boards to like these little tumblers. We also have things around wellness and beauty and like sexual wellness. So I have this one product called Woo. So this brand called Woo, that is actually the company's based in San Diego, actually in the same warehouse that I used to have a warehouse in years ago. So anyway, I'm talking to my daughter last night. So she's 19, she'll be 20 soon, and she's in college, and she was telling me about the website, and she placed an order for, I think she placed an order for like this body balm or bath salt or something. But anyway, she's telling me, she's like, yeah, I was talking to Jay, and we were talking about all the products, and I was like, ooh, mommy has coconut oil. I love coconut oil. It's so good for my hair, right? Because she has really curly hair. She's gonna kill me. But this is my life. Like, I'm an empty nester. These are things that happen. I have grown ass kids. So she's like, yeah, mommy has coconut oil. And my son, who's 23, was like, the Woo products, Amara, like, she's like, that's not like he's like, that's, so anyway, you could go on the website and see the details, but this is it. So this is called Woo. It's coconut love oil. I love it. But she like thought it was like coconut oil that you have in your kitchen that you use like on your hair, like whatever, use it wherever you want. Like, it's basically for you. Like, it doesn't have to be for two, it could be for you. I feel like I'm doing an ad right now. But anyway, I love this product. It's one of my favorite products. And a quick story about community and how I found out about the Woo products. I kind of have a story about every product I sell, just really fast. So this is a coconut love oil. Can you guys see it? Woo, it's on the website. And then I also have other products with it. These are like the smaller version of it. It's called Quickies. And then I have, these are called Freshies, or like little refreshers. It's all under the wellness section of our website. And this, I know it's super early, but this is called Vibes. And you can see all these things on the website. But what I want to share with you guys about how I discovered Woo is that, and the power of community, is that me moving to New York, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm like Kimmy Schmidt coming out the bunker, right? Like, I just have lived in this little small town in San Diego, and I'm making all these friends in New York City. And so I have these women that have become really good friends of mine, and They're like women in their 30-ish, right? And so a little younger, but we still connect because I feel like I have a youthful spirit. And so anyway, I was talking to one of them, and she was blah blah blah. She said something sex positivity, and I was like, "What's that?" Like I literally had to Google it because I have no idea. Like I've been a wife for 20 years. I'm a mom, like adult kids, right? And so she's telling me about that, and then we're talking about just podcasts and wellness and knowing your body as a woman and like what that looks like in the world today and owning your voice. Like we're having this conversation walking through Central Park about all these amazing things. And like, even though our stories are different in a lot of ways, like we came together just as women supporting women. And when we were talking to each other, she told me about this product called Woo. And I think that this is something that I would never, like because this was a woman and a friend talking to me, and because we had already established this connection on so many things, when it came to like our voice and, you know, who we are in the world and our bodies and self-care, we were talking about all those things. It was just a natural part of the conversation. So if you ask me like, why do I carry these sexual wellness products on my website? It's because I think it's also a natural part of the conversation when you talk about wellness, and it doesn't have to be something that's very taboo. And I feel like when women talk to each other, like there's a softness to it, and there's a vulnerability, and that is what we're creating at Mela Lifestyle, right? We're creating a community where we can be vulnerable, just like I'm being vulnerable with you today about my process. So those are the products. They're called Woo. And so she told me about it, and then I was so excited. And like, if I love something, I love it. So then I started telling people about it, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh!" And then like I reached out to the founder, and it was just great. And I'm really excited to carry it. And I think that, you know, we always think about what will they say. You know, we have our days, and you know, I really don't care. Like I love this product. I'm passionate about this product. I know that people have a desire for it. Hello, if you're going to shelter in place, like get what you need, you know? And so definitely go on the website, Mela Lifestyle, MELA Lifestyle. Again, the stellar product is the coconut love oil, and you can see all that there. I'll post some lifestyle shots from it this week. So I feel like when I share something with you guys, like it's like walk your talk type of thing. Like I feel like when I share something, then something happens in my life. And yesterday we were talking about professionally and personally, right? Like how you can be on the mountain professionally and then something happened personally. Well, my self-care routine is bomb, but it really is. Like I have great self-care until I don't. And what happened yesterday was that I wasn't eating. I was just running on coffee, running on like hot food from like this market by my building, and around, like I would say around 1 o'clock, I got like this migraine headache. I'm talking about the type of headache where like I couldn't even focus. Like my eyes, it was horrible, and like I was down for the count. But in that, I still had some things I needed to do. So the grateful part is that like I did what I needed to do, but I had to like take a day for myself. But when we talk about the madness, that's always our first part of our morning. I had a great meeting with my team with our content calendar. And I want to share this with you because this can be a content calendar if you're starting a business, if you already have a business. It could also, like if you work at a nonprofit, you work at a church, or if you even are just an influencer in your sphere of influence, an influencer in your sphere of influence. It's so much easier if you have a calendar of what you're going to post, right? So you're not just kind of thinking of it on the slide, you're building it out and you have a plan. And so I'm inviting you in because we have created our content calendar for Mela Lifestyle, specifically for our Instagram. So if you went on our Instagram now, which is mela.lifestyle, it doesn't have a lot, but I'm inviting you in so you can see it grow. And so we talked about like what it's going to look like and how we want the calendar to be a reflection of our community and of our brand. So we did our first post yesterday, and the post was just my heart letter. Remember, I think it was last week, I just shared with you guys my why behind Mela Lifestyle. So it was really awesome because the team was able to put that on the Instagram and in the story, and then we'll post again today. So I really want you guys to, I would invite you to just continue to watch the feed, continue to follow the feed, Mela.lifestyle, the Instagram account, because it's so much content that's going to be on there as well. And so you can kind of see like how the calendar grows, and how the calendar is really a reflection of like all the values of who we are as a brand and as a company, which is not just me, like it's you as well. And I listen to you, and I listen to what your needs are and what my heart is, and I try to create those things together. So we built the feed. Also, I'm super excited. I found these amazing textiles and linens from a company called Magic Linens, and they were manufactured in Lithuania. I was a bit concerned about, like, I had to send a wire to Lithuania. I was like, oh, I'm sending a wire to Lithuania. Like, who's gonna knock on my door? But I'm being funny. But so the product's coming today. So the DHL is gonna drop off the product today, and it's great because it's these really beautiful napkins and dish towels and tea towels and colors I really feel like that are so for the season for Thanksgiving. So it's kind of last minute, but I'm going to try and do some images and bring those in to our content on our website, so you guys can kind of prep for Thanksgiving and kind of show you a way to just have your own smaller Thanksgiving, that it doesn't have to be elaborate, that we can just use like little accent pieces. So I wanted to share with you guys about the content calendar. The shipment's coming today from Lithuania. Shared the funny about the Woo products, and our first meditation, and then we're just going to go into the meditation, right? Because I always want to honor your time. And our first meditation is exposed and empowered. And what do I mean by that? I share like that's pretty personal, right? Like talking about like the coconut love oil, how I found it, body awareness, sex positivity, all those things. And so that's me exposing myself a lot, but it's also a way of empowering, right? And so if you think about that, like how are you want to expose and empower? Because when we expose a lie, when we expose something that's not true, when we expose our vulnerability, when we expose like those soft, tender, I call it those soft, tender places of our heart. When we're safe enough and we're willing to expose those, then I feel like that's a moment where those places can really be breathed upon, and that it can be empowered to heal and to help, right? And so that's the key, right? So we can heal and we can help once we pull the veil and really expose ourselves. And that's what I'm doing today with you. And I hope that in your day-to-day life that you have safe people that you can expose yourself to, so that you can feel empowered to go and do what you're called to do, right? Because what you're called to do is not what I'm called to do. And what I'm called to do is not what she's called to do, right? And so we just we really want to meditate on that. So being exposed and inspired. Also, I was on the phone with my team, and when I'm on the phone with my team, I get like super hyped, and I'm sure they're like, okay, what does she want us to do? Walk on coals now? Like, I don't know, but like I just get really like in the moment of me talking, like I just get these downloads, for lack of a better term, and I'm really passionate because I found my passion, right? Like I found my passion with Mela Lifestyle, which is like to really empower people and to create community, and that's my heart. This is what I'm called to do. And so I really wanted you to think about, it's not how I live, it's who I am, right? And so what do I mean by that? A lot of times when people say a lifestyle, right? They're like, oh, I'm into this lifestyle, or this is my lifestyle, or this is a lifestyle brand. But I don't want Mela Lifestyle, or when we think about whatever those things are, to just be something that we just put on or choose when we are going to schedule that. We don't schedule lifestyles in our calendar. We don't schedule lifestyles for the weekend. We don't schedule lifestyles in the wee moments of the morning. We identify what's important to us, who we are at our core, and that becomes who I am. So it's not like this is my lifestyle over here, but this is who I am over here, right? So I really want you to think about, it's not how I live, it's who I am. Sometimes people live a certain way in the world, and then they live a certain way in their home, and we really want to bridge those things together. And so as we expose ourselves daily, whether it's Mela Lifestyle or whether it's you in your secret place, we talked about that, whether it's you have that council of elders, those people that you can go to that are honest with you, we really want to get to a place where it's not just a lifestyle, it's who you are. And like walking out the fullness of who you are in every area of your life. So when you're called to the fire, you can come out pure. When you're on the mountain, you can be on the mountain. When you're in the valley or in the arena, you can war in the arena. But in all those places that you are, you're really clear about this is who I am at my core, unapologetically, right? And finding people that are going to champion you, because let me sit. I gotta sit up because I'm getting a little passionate. So you got to find people that you're going to have around you that are going to speak to the gold that's inside of you, right? That are going to pull that out, that are going to remind you of who you are, because it's hard. We can have think about what will they say. I can think about what will they say that I carry these woo products. What will they say that I carry coconut love oil? But you know what? I'm so passionate about how I discovered this product. I'm so passionate about women having intimate conversations. I'm so passionate about people just truly owning who they are in public so they don't have to have shame in private. I'm very passionate about that. And if that means that I have to have conversations, or I get to have conversations on a morning live with a ring light in my face, I don't mind, because I know someone's going to walk away and say, wow, like she's so confident, or she's so transparent, or, she really exposed herself and is taking a risk to empower me and she doesn't even know me. So those are our two meditations today, right? Exposed and empowered, right? And it's not just a lifestyle, it's who I am. And together at Mela Lifestyle, like this is what we're doing. We're creating a place where we can have an environment so that you can really discover truly who you are, right? So that you can go into your family Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks unapologetic. You don't have to hide my life in New York versus my life in Greenwich. I don't know where you live, like right? Two Below, Mississippi. I don't know. Is there a place called Two Below, Mississippi? I don't know. I'm just saying, and I share this with you because in my experience, I've seen where I compartmentalize my life, and that would be like all these different things. So like over here I was the mom that was super tightly wound, and over here I was like super sexy date night with my husband at the time, and over here I was like a badass boss and like super intense, and you know what I mean. And over here with my sword, it was just like I was put on all these masks in all these different places, and it's exhausting, because then at the end of the day, you know who you're left with? You. And at the end of the day, if you're left with you and you don't know who you are, then that can be a challenge. So I want to thank you for joining me this morning on the Journey of Mela Lifestyle. Think about those two meditations that we talked about, and remember, we expose ourselves so that we can be empowered and empower others. Because for me, as you become empowered, as you are confident in your home, as you are confident in the world, as you learn to live in the tension, as you learn to discover, products, cooking, wellness, beauty, all the things that we provide, then for me, I feel like I get to stand a little taller in your shadow. And what do I mean by that? I mean that my heart is to see people stand tall in their fullness, and then me to sit back and know in the shadow of who you are, I have done my part and I have lived my life fully, encouraging you. And I know that may seem really sappy, but that's what I do. That's what I look forward to doing, every morning with you. That's what I look forward to doing when I'm building the website, when we're thinking about content, when I'm sharing, those intimate parts. And I hope it empowers you. And you know what? I kind of know it does, because the messages you guys are sending me are so personal, are so transparent, are so full of empowerment. And that keeps me going. And it's like, we have something here. Like I told my team, it's not a lifestyle, it's a movement. And I really believe when we talk about a movement, like people always think it's like this, it's like this tidal wave, right? But a movement doesn't start with like big, right? A movement starts with one or two people saying, yeah, I believe that too. I believe that for myself too. and then 4 to 6 people say it, and then 10 to 12, and then it's like, and then that's the move, right? The move becomes when everyone together has their own experience, because you can't argue with someone who's had I can tell you whatever you want, but once you've had an experience, then that's when your life gets changed. So this is what we're doing. 1 or 2 people every morning on the website, through the blog, through the stories, through the video, you know, having that experience with me, having that experience with yourself, and then we create a move that's so powerful, right? And that even if no one else can see it, you're going to experience that in your home this morning. So thank you for joining me on the Journey to Mela Lifestyle. And remember, together we're going to get stronger, we're going to get wiser, and we're going to do better. Thanks. Ciao for now. Bye.